Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today we are back with a Let's Renovate. This one is Paddlington House. This has two Sims in it and a horse. We've got Bertram, who I am actually making over now. I don't actually know how I say his name. I think that's how you say it anyway. And there's also Patricia, who I'll be making over shortly. So if I quickly go over Bertram's traits. So he is a slob, a absent-minded, loves the outdoors, loser and a snob. His lifetime wish is to be a hit movie composer. His favourites are kids music, peanut butter and jelly, and the colour green. He is a bit of a proper sim according to his biography, and he likes being out in the countryside. So I really struggled making him over. I just didn't excuse me, didn't know what to do, so I just made his face how I thought he would look and put him in some more, the clothes he's wearing is what I'd see to a proper sim would be wearing. So he's got a little bit of money, and yeah, like I said, I don't really know what he would look like. So how he starts off is like all EA Sims, which is quite bad. I did contemplate putting a beard on him because I saw him as maybe having a beard, but it just didn't look right, so I didn't do that. So I hope you like how he turns out in the end. So yeah, this is what I put him in. Oh, I've just changed it. I do go back and pop it back on. Obviously his favourite colour is green, so you'll see quite a few green items of clothing throughout. So again, I'm only doing his every day on camera, and then the spinny bits will show every outfit. If you want to download him as well as Patricia, it will be down in the description down below as always, and excuse me, the house will also be down below. If you don't want to watch these what they called Renovate I can't talk, these makeovers, feel free to skip. So yeah, I did actually go to do his formal wear on camera, and then I remembered I'm not doing that. So yeah, that was why the clip cut really shortly, and I can't be bothered to cut it out. So we're just going to have to deal with it. So as you can see, we're just going through, and yeah, I thought his hair would be a bit more put together than what he was put in originally. Like, look at it. And I don't see his hair as being having a slight green tint to it. So yeah, no idea why they put him in this biker's hat, because yeah, I don't know about you, but that looks awful. So yeah, we're now coming up to Patricia. So if I start talking about her and her traits, so she is actually pregnant when you load into the game. She is quite a way along because she's got quite a bump on her. So what she's actually going to be wearing is obviously just what you can put your Sims in excuse me, when they're pregnant, which is not a lot. Apparently, according to her wiki page, she's actually in her third trimester, so yeah, she'll be having a baby. I don't know what she's going to be having. If anyone knows, feel free to let me know, but I have obviously made over everything. I made it quite gender neutral. Like all my builds, I try and make things gender neutral as much as possible. So yeah, if I just go over her traits quickly, she has no sense of humour, loves the outdoors, never nude, dislikes children, and is a snob. She has the lifetime wish of the Empress of Evil. Her favourites are kids music, peanut butter and jelly, and Irish green, which is pretty much exactly the same as her other half, which is quite strange. They obviously couldn't be bothered to change them. So with this lady, I don't know, she's got the dislike children and she's pregnant, so who knows how that's going to turn out. If you've ever played with them and you've got a storyline, I'd love to hear about it. But because she likes kid music, it says here that she's quite hypocritical. How can you not like kids and you like kids musics? There we go, new word for you, musics. Anyway, so yeah. Apparently, according to this, she is working in the criminal career, and obviously she's on maternity leave. So yeah, I don't know what she's going to be like, but yeah, this is what she looks like generally. I do change her hair. I make it into, if I can remember, I'm trying to think, I've made over 2 Sims recently and they look quite similar, so I'm trying to remember what I put her in. I think I keep with the short hair, just a slightly different hairstyle from the beginning. I could be completely wrong on that, but yeah, so again, she has the colour green throughout her clothes. And yeah, I think it turns out okay, because obviously there's only so much you can do with pregnant Sims. So when she does pop baby out, she will go back to what she was wearing before, which I don't have a clue what she looked like. Obviously, if you download her, feel free to change her clothing to whatever. Obviously, that's up to you. Yes, this is what she'll wear. Obviously, I'm not going to recolour it, but overall, this is what it looks like. I'm out of breath now. Been talking too much. I do apologise if you can hear the someone cutting their grass outside. It's so hot here in the UK at the moment, so I've got to have the window open. I am absolutely melting. We've got the paddling pool outside for my son, and it's so warm in it because we put it out first thing this morning, so the sun's heated it up, and it's so nice. Keep paddling my feet in it. So yeah. Anyway, going back to this, the house does start quite small, so it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, I think, and it turns into a 6-bed, 4-bath, I want to say. So yeah, it's a lot bigger. I even wrote, I can't remember where I wrote it, I think I put it on Twitter, that I cannot stop making big builds. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't do it. I just need to make a smaller house, because obviously I've done the Rancherie recently, which is also another big house. So yeah, here we are starting on the build. I do bring the house quite a way forward. I didn't like how far back it was, and I wanted them to have a back garden. So as you'll see, I try and keep the layout as it is, but I just bring it forward and I put it on a foundation. It does take a few moments for me to fiddle around and decide whereabouts I want it placed, but I think once I've got it where I need it to be, it does turn out quite nice. I didn't like when I first looked at this house, was it had a diagonal. I don't know what it is with me, but I cannot build with diagonals. I have no idea why, but I cannot do it. So kudos to you if you can do that, because I'll take my hat off to you. But yeah, once I've got the overall shape, I think it turns out quite nice. I struggled like none other with this floor plan. You won't believe how long I spent on this floor plan. I actually had to speak to the Plum Dot over here on YouTube, but I spoke to her over on Twitter, and she actually helped me out with the floor plan. So thank you, girl. Girl appreciates it. But yeah, I think it's just because the downstairs is obviously quite a bit bigger than the upstairs, so when it came to putting where the stairs are going to go, I didn't have the space for it, and I came up with a couple of floor plans, and me and the Plum Dot sort of decided between us what one looked better. Obviously it took me a while, but yeah, obviously this is my build, but the Plum Dot did help, so I've got to say thank you for that one. So again, with the roof, I've done the barn look again. I'm not going to describe how to do it because I really failed last time. So yeah, I'm loving how these look though. I really do. I hope you do too. I just think they look quite, I just think they fit into Appaloosa Plains quite nicely, obviously, because it's I want to say ranchy world kind of. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I think you know what I mean anyway, or at least I hope you do. So yeah, the front is quite barn-like. It looks quite symmetrical, obviously, other than the bit that it's, if I can put my teeth in and get my words out, that'd be great. I think it's just going to be one of those days. But yeah, I've had a week off work. I haven't actually had much time to do much filming. I've not been very well, probably from the last videos you've seen from me. I did have strep throat, so I wasn't able to record, and I wasn't feeling well enough to even sit at my computer and do anything. I just felt so unwell, and I couldn't swallow, I couldn't talk. So yeah, I've had my stepdaughter over this week. I went to my badge ceremony for my uni, and I got my badge for that. I did qualify 2 years ago for my job even from university, but obviously because of the pandemic we haven't been able to do anything for it. And yeah, yesterday we went and done that. It was a lovely day, lovely and sunny, and yeah, it was so nice to see everyone, considering I haven't seen them in over 2 years, and I've had my son in that time because I fell pregnant in my last year of uni. And I was doing a placement in a hospital, and yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, honestly. Yeah, I don't know where the years have gone. Everyone hasn't actually met my son until yesterday, which was quite nice. Everyone was able to see him. And yeah, so anyway, going back to the house, I did start off with this really dark colour, and I didn't like how it looked at all. Like, I changed it straight away. I think I go for this one actually. Yeah, I do. And I just put it in places where I think it needed it. I do put it on what is the garage. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like a little outhouse. I don't actually show me doing the inside because I've just put pots in there for plants. I don't know if I actually see Patricia or Bertram as gardening people at all. But yeah, I didn't really know what to put in there, because if I put what's it called, some seats or something in there, I just don't think, yeah, it's just a bit of a wasted space, so I just put that in there. Obviously if you want to put maybe like a workshop in there, put the sculpture, what's it called, the sculpture table, is it, or the what's the other one called, with like the trash and stuff, I can't think, the inventing table, there we go. If you want to put that in there, feel free, because I think that would look really nice in there. I'm trying to think what else I could talk about. So yeah, downstairs, I really do like how this turned out. Like I said, I did struggle with the floor plan. So there is a couple of seating areas inside which I didn't particularly want to do, but I didn't see what else I could do in there. In the back garden there is a pool, which obviously right at the very beginning when you load into the game, it doesn't have a pool at all. It doesn't even have a back garden, and I just see them as people that would have a back garden, would have a pool. Obviously they're snobby, so they're going to have things that not everyone has, and they're going to want to show it off. So obviously they're not exactly the nicest of people. But yeah, so this is where the pool's going to go. There is I want to say like a gazebo, but it's not. It's just an area where I put a hot tub, and I think it looks really nice. As I said, I think they would be people that would have this kind of stuff. What else? Yeah, there's lots of plants, lots of foliage, yeah, lots of trees. So as always, I'm going to skip the what's it called, the flowers and the trees. I do that all off camera. What else do I do off camera? Obviously, for the inside, for this one I did actually not include any of the bathrooms. I just don't see any point in it. They're exactly the same as all my builds. If you want to see them, let me know, and obviously I'll include them in other ones. Because obviously I do a lot of spinning when I'm doing them, because I'm taking them from other bathrooms. I'll normally just do one bathroom to the colours I want, and then I will just copy and paste it in the other bathrooms, and I just don't think you'll really want to see that. Yeah, that's just my take on it anyway. If you, like I said, if you want to see them, let me know and I'll do that. The disappointing part about this build is I forgot to hit record on the last 2 bedrooms, but honestly, you haven't missed much. The pictures are going to be at the end if you want to see what they look like. They're just double bedrooms. There's nothing to it, because obviously this house was only 3 bedrooms to begin with, and it's now a 6 bedroom. So yeah, that's a lot bigger. They only needed 2 bedrooms because it's obviously just those 2 and a baby. I did make 1 bedroom into a child's bedroom because one of them is just a nursery, and you know what I'm like, I need to have a bed because when that toddler ages up, it's going to need a bed, and it really irritates me when there's just a cot because where is that child going to be sleeping? So yeah. Through this, if I can talk, throughout this whole house, there's a lot of green and greys. Because obviously their favourite colour, both of them, their favourite colour is green. And yeah, I do actually forget to do the patio part on like the foundation bit on at this point, Mega Pint, if you know what that's from, let me know. Jokes. I think everyone knows where that's from. I've lost my train of thought now. So this kitchen, oh my days, it took me so long to figure out what I wanted to do. It turns out that I will do a little seating area at the back there, the bit furthest away from the entryway, just so they could have like a little breakfast nook, if that makes sense. I don't particularly like this layout at all, but I think it was the best I could do with the shape. Because obviously it's quite long, it's like really long, and I didn't want every single wall to have counters. I just don't think that's realistic. If you've got a house like that, let me know, because I don't think it's actually that realistic anyway. I did consider doing like just a line of counters and then putting a half wall in between. Oh sorry, I just hit my pop filter. As always. So professional me. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought again. This is going to be like the worst voiceover ever, but you know what, I'm human, and yeah, it's just going to be rubbish, but who knows, you might actually enjoy me rambling about what's been going on. And someone is cutting their grass again, so I do apologise if you can hear that. I do actually need to go cut my own grass outside as well, so I might do that this afternoon. It's currently 2:30, my son's having a nap, so I thought it was the prime time to come and record this voiceover. I did have to quickly go in game and grab some screenshots, which I hadn't taken, of the obviously unrenovated house, which I always seem to forget. I don't know why. Like, it should be the first thing I do when I load into it, and get the screenshots of what I'm making over, and then I'll do the after bit. But for some reason I never seem to do it. I do actually make the food blender and the coffee machine a green. I think it looks quite nice actually, a bit of pop of colour. Everything else in this room's very dark, I would say, but I don't know. In my head I don't see Bertram or Patricia as very modern people. I see them as more like in the rustic style. Yeah, so this room is obviously the dining room. I use this table, I don't ever really use it, but I thought it was perfect for the more rustic style. I put a fish tank in here as well, a little seat on the side, and then I do this, that little side table thing, and a little radio. Is that a radio? Or a, something player. I can't think of the word. That's going to really annoy me. Tape player. Is it a tape player? No idea. So yeah, I also don't do the laundry room on camera. That is the tiny room that is next to the dining room. That will be a laundry room in there. But yeah, I don't, like I said, I didn't do them, and I didn't do any of the hallways either. Again, if you want to see me do the hallways from now on, I can include them. I just thought maybe you guys wouldn't want to watch that, because that all my hallways and just little nooks are all the same. Yeah, let me know. I could obviously include it on other ones. I've actually started doing another house, funnily enough, and it's a lot smaller, which is quite a nice change. But yeah, so the little room that's behind this room that I'm now doing is actually a little nook room. It's just got a seat in there, and yeah, I think that's it in that room. And this room is just it's like a mini library room. I didn't really know what to do with this room because you'll see it in a minute. There is actually a computer room and study area in the other room. So yeah, I didn't really know what to do, so I just thought this was the best. I make that little, I want to say coffee table, it's not, a little side table green, and I thought it looked really nice. And then I put the old paintings on the wall. I know 2 of them are supernatural, so I think they move, but if you just forget about that, I think they look quite nice. Excuse me. And then this is the master bedroom. I really like how this looks actually. So I do the 4-poster bed, and then to the right hand, well, now to the top left, I've got a little area that I'm going to make into it's kind of like a walk-in closet, but it's not a walk-in closet, if that makes sense. It's just got 2 walls, and it's kind of like secluded around the corner. I'm really loving that little lamp, the one with the candle on. I don't know why I've never really used it before. I think it was when I did those shell challenge look arounds, and that was there, and I don't know why I've never noticed it before, but I love it. I've used it in a couple of my builds now, and I think it looks really nice in these older rustic builds. Let me know if you use them, because I'd never really used it before. I didn't really know where to put it or anything, but I think it looks okay now. Of where I'm placing it, because obviously you don't want it near fabrics that are going to burn. I don't know, maybe it's just me and my realism, I don't know. And then you've got the door that actually leads out onto the patio out the back. Like I said, I forgot to do that bit on the camera at this moment. I do record it a little bit later on, so you'll see that. And then I put this supernatural lounge chair in here, and another bookcase, because you know, if there's a corner and there's nothing there, a bookcase is going there. And I also put in the dog bed, because they actually have a big dog, and I always forget to put a dog bed in, so I tried to make sure that I did that. And again, I don't do the bathroom on camera. I think this bathroom down, if I can talk, if I do this bathroom, and it's actually the one that is on the screenshots at the end. And I'm now onto the lounge. So in here we've got a TV, a chess table, I do believe, and lots of bookcases, and a little music player, and more bookcases. And yeah, I don't think there's too much in this room. Or do I not put a chess table in here? No, I put the chess table in the study. I didn't really know what else to put in the study, so I decided to try and fit in a chess table, which hopefully it works. I did take off move objects off to try and make sure it works. If I don't know if something's going to work, I do try and do that. If you've ever had any troubles with my builds, I do apologise. I don't bother playtesting them. I know a lot of builders do playtest them, but a girl ain't got time, so I do apologise. Again, with my cow print, and I love this chair. It's from the 70s, 80s and 90s stuff pack. If you don't have it, you need to get it. And then I make the chairs this cream leather. I don't know why, but it reminds me of back in the early 2000s. My mum had one, all my friends had a cream leather sofa. I don't know, maybe it's just from where I live, I don't know, but yeah, I thought it looked quite nice. It made it a bit brighter in there. And then I lined the study with bookcases either side, but I do take the one that's currently on the right away, and I put in a chess table, like I said. I do put quite a few plants in here. I did try and put in that locker table, not locker table, but that locker chest thing, and then I tried to put in those trophy things, because I could imagine them to be like, look at all my trophies, yeah, just like kind of showing off. Obviously they're snobs, but but I took it away because it was really big and bulky. And then I do this thing with the photos on the wall currently. I make them all different heights and I make them all different photos. I do have to get rid of one, I do believe, or do I just, because there's only 5, is there 4 or 5 of different swatches of the person on the picture? So I think I do make either 2 the same, and then do I make 2 the same? Yeah, I do. I couldn't remember if I got rid of one, but I don't. I just make them the same. I think they look quite nice in that. I imagine them to have been family members. Sorry, my throat's still a bit sore, so I have to keep swallowing, which is hard because it hurts. Yeah, this room is quite dark again, and here we go, I've gone outside. I just make this bit is actually a fire pit area, which I don't think your Sims will actually be able to use because the chairs aren't snapped to it. If you want to make it so your Sims can use it, feel free to change those chairs. I just didn't know. Yeah, I just didn't think that would look the best thing for here. So we're up into the nursery now. This room, like I said, is quite gender neutral, so it's just blue and yellow in here. I do add the potty into the bathroom, which obviously you won't see, but I do add one so your Sims have something to potty train your toddlers in. So yeah, I do change that yellow. Yeah, I did, because it was so bright. I think everything else is mostly blue. Yeah, this is blue and yellow, and just changing everything as I go. I leave the lamp as it is because I thought it went okay, because obviously it's blue already. Just changing things around. There's only so much that you can do in a toddler's room, obviously, as I've said before, so I hope you don't mind that there's only a little bit in here. At least there's quite a bit of space so your Sims can move around, pick your toddler Sims up. So yeah, we're now onto the child's room. Yeah, this room is pretty bog standard. I add in everything that your Sims will need. I do add in a little desk. I don't put anything on the desk as in computers or anything. I imagine it for the Sim to do their homework on. I remember as a kid I had a little desk that I'd do my homework on, and yeah, that's what I've sort of based it off. All the woods in here are quite like a medium dark brown. Everything like is orange and blue, so quite gender neutral again. I'm really loving orange at the minute. I don't know if it's summer, the summer feels that are making me really like the orange, or if, yeah, I don't know. And then I add little stereo for the Sim to listen to, and I add in the rocking horse. I love the rocking horse. I don't really ever use it too much because it takes up quite a lot of space. So yeah, I do actually really like it in here. So this room will be the last room you actually see me decorate. So I'm gonna love you and leave you now. I hope you've all had a lovely day and enjoyed watching this. Obviously it's a little bit shorter. I've actually made it under the 30-minute mark for a change, obviously because I forgot to hit record on the last 2 rooms, but as I said, it is in the screenshots, so feel free to stick around and watch them. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It means the world to me. And yeah, I've got so much more planned, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it off here, so see you in the next one. Bye guys. you.